Welcome back, Stingers. Today, we're going to talk about why Scorpios are the most powerful. And not only that, a relationship with a Scorpio is going to be the most profound relationship that you've ever had, hands down. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. There's so many surface relationships, and there's nothing wrong with having a surface relationship. A lot of people, when they're older and they just want companionship, they just want someone around, someone to have tea with, somebody, maybe go to a movie. I think that's okay. If I weren't a Scorpio, it's definitely not for me. I don't like anything to be surface. And when I talk about surface, I'm talking about, things that don't uncover the truth beneath the truth, that lies beneath it, its origin, its roots, why it's like that. What else is there? How did it become that? What is the metamorphosis look like? And I think for that, a lot of people, they want the facade. The facade is comfortable. The facade, the mask allows them to hide, and a lot of people are in relationships right now. Many of you are in relationships, long-term marriages, where you're with someone who cannot, does not have the ability to transform you from root to tip, okay? And this is why Scorpios are so powerful, because we are the sign, literally the sign of evolution and rebirth. And when in a relationship with a Scorpio, all of the little things that slide and, slide through the cracks when you're with these other zodiac signs, they don't slide through our cracks. They just don't. None of it. Scorpios, no matter who doesn't like it, and I always say you can date who you want. If you got a problem with Scorpio, why are you still there? Why are you the fool? You're still sitting in the house complaining, or getting under the comments section of my videos complaining, but you're still there. So, you're getting something out of it. I always say that, a relationship with a Scorpio, and it doesn't even matter how long. It doesn't matter if it's for a week, a month, a year. It doesn't matter how long you know us. There's going to be something significant, okay? And it may not hit you right away. Sometimes you don't see it. It may take a month or 2 months, and you're like, wow, wait a minute. That was so profound. And what it is that we pull back the layer. If you guys have read my book, Dating Scorpios, right? I take you through 14 relationships. 14, okay? Going all the way back to my childhood. And some of them may just seem very surface. Like, some of the stories may be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But if you look closer, you'll see tiny little dynamics of where the shield is taken off, where the mask is falling, where the Pluto-Mars energy puts cracks and dents in, right? That lasts forever, and you have to take a look at them. If somebody put a dent in me, I would notice it, and I would feel it, and I would be like, well, how can I fill this space in? And this is what we do. This is what we do in every relationship. This is, the conversations that we even have. It's like, I don't even want it. I don't want it if you're not going to come with, the blanket, fully open. I don't want it. I don't want it. You got to go somewhere else. And there's plenty of places for other people to go. There's 11 other zodiac signs where you will get away with silly little conversations that mean nothing. You'll get away with certain behaviors that will be forgiven very quickly, that will be forgotten about under the guise of being the bigger person. There's so many things that get hidden under the guises of like maturity, the bigger person. There's so many words. Put some words in the comments what people say when they claim that they're so mature and they're this and that, and they want praise for it too. Oh my gosh, she's so mature. She's friends with her ex, and all this stuff is all under the guise of that, because those are the easiest to deal with, instead of really coming and opening, cracking things open and getting really uncomfortable with yourself, you know. And Scorpios do this. People get very uncomfortable in relationships with us because at the point of entrance, the mask has to come off and we're going to rip it off. It's not even a matter of like, please take your mask off. It's like, oh no, I'm going to introduce you to your real self. I'm going to do that for you. And it's not going to feel good. It's not going to be a walk in the park, and you're not going to feel like you're, you know, with one of the fluffy signs. It's not going to feel like that. You're going to feel turmoil because it's a space that you have not felt before, that you have avoided. Some people are very high into escapism and they love being in this mystical world where, oh, they don't have to look at themselves. But we force you to look at yourself. We force you into the mirror. And when that turbulence comes, and when that tower falls, you know, that's where the real transformation begins. It really, a lot of your relationships with Scorpios, your transformation begins like a year later after it's over. You know, a lot of you, you know, will still be upset. You'll still be in your fetal positions. But hopefully later on, you'll start putting the pieces together. And for a lot of you, it's going to take a really long time for that to happen. And so what I've noticed being in the relationships with Scorpios, loving that mirror moment, loving that tower moment. There's a fly who just wants attention. It's probably a Leo. This fly that came in has to be a Leo. She's like, you know what? I want some camera time. Honey, do you. There she is. And so... stop. Fucking Leo. Gotta be a Leo. Gotta be. With a Libra rising. And so the tower moment is something that I personally love. I love the breakdown and rebuild. I do. I love it. I'm not a masochist, but diving into the pain of looking at myself and I've done this. I've done this for over 12 years. You guys have read my books, and I've done this. I've gotten in the mirror, and I continue to do it every single day. I want the real poignant part of me, and I want to face it, and I want to see it. And what this does is this alleviates a lot of fear, and a lot of you guys have asked, you know, how come you're not afraid of death? How come this doesn't trigger you? And it's because I've had so many little deaths, and I'm comfortable with the idea of transition. I'm comfortable with it. I think it's a beautiful thing. And many people are going through life avoiding that, avoiding it. And when they get with a Scorpio, it's so challenging to see all of the intricate parts of themselves that they hide, even from themselves. Even from themselves, they hide it. Even from themselves. They're like, no, I'm the bigger person. I'm going to be happy today. I'm going to avoid that. No. Where the pain? Oh, you think the pain is just going to go away? Oh, it's going to be there. And it's going to get even bigger and bigger and bigger. What I like to do is dive into the pain and see what it is. I'm not afraid of that. Oh, this is what internal pain feels like. Oh, this is what the chips feel like. This is what the severing feels like. Right? You know? And only a Scorpio can do that. I've met not one other zodiac sign, period, who could even come close. Alright guys, like, subscribe, and share, and all that good stuff. I'll see you at ScorpioSunScorpioMoon.com, where you can purchase my paperback and my audio books. The audio book to I'm Not Crazy, A Scorpio's Guide to Embracing the Dark Side, is coming. There definitely is going to be an audiobook. I don't have the release date, guys. I don't have it for you, but I can promise you that there is going to be an audiobook. So it will be on my website. If you're here in New York City, you can pick up my paperbacks at Aum Shanti Bookshop. They're on East 14th Street or Quest Bookshop on East 53rd. On my website, I have 9 amazing crash courses for you guys. I go through how to avoid the chase, dating Scorpios, raising Scorpio children, and all sorts of other amazing things that can be answered for you right in the crash course. I have a meditation MP3 that gets into your subconscious and changes all this terrible language that you've acquired over the years about yourself, making room for you to build an amazing self-concept. While you're on the site, you can book a master chart reading where I break everything down. I start at the beginning really simply and tell you about your personal planets, which are the closest to the earth, which affect you more, how they affect you, what they mean, what type of Scorpio you are, your challenges, your superpowers. We go through your career, your love life. I tell you who your karmic matches are, who your best matches are. And it's really full, a full spectrum of, your chart, and you'll know where to go from there, from that point going forward. If you want a one-on-one, you can book a personal live stream session with me. I also have an amazing tarot card reading called Secrets Exposed. If you want to know about somebody, you want to send me a text or a photo of them, we can break it all down just like that and get the full picture of what's going on in that relationship. I have exclusive videos. I have an amazing shop. You can get all my jewelry, and I have masks, I have teas. Scorpio season is coming up, so you're going to need a tea. And all the sale items are an additional 40% off by using the code REAL Scorpio, darling. All right, guys, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, and that's all I have for you. Say goodbye to the fly. We don't want to say goodbye. Okay. No.